Good evening, guys. How are you? I hope you guys are doing very well because I'm doing actually very well. So I hope everyone here doing very well. And welcome on this new video from Extreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. Welcome on this part 2 video where I'm going to explain to you how we can trade and also scalping using the magic of trend lines. In the last video, I explained to you the magic of trend lines. Like it's a complete combination of support and resistance, and the trend lines, they are always perfectly, how can I say this? Working together. And if I want to make a revision of the last video, I mentioned that no matter where you connect from a near low to another low, it will be a perfect match in the full trend actually. So this trend now here, which I have drawn from this low to this low, if I take it anywhere, check it out. Just like a perfect match, and it's like drawing a channel, and the candles and the price actually going through this channel in perfect patterns. Look at that, guys. Check this out. How we can see the reversal here and there, and this support trend line, both of them have become the resistance trend line, and so on. So I highly recommend you guys to watch the part 1 if you haven't done that, and if you did, please join me now in the part 2 of the magic of trend lines. So this is the video of part 1 about trend lines, and if I want to go through comments, there was one interesting comment got my attention from Joe Shirong. He said, I don't see any benefits from this. Yes, if you draw a trend line back 20 years ago, of course, he meant of course, it will touch again the same trend line today as the price is still moving within the range. Okay. And you think retail traders have passion with all these daily trend lines? Focus with lower time frame, each 1 hour or 4 hours. At least it gives more realistic result. Okay, good comment. Thanks, brother. And let me go to explain something. The principle of Forex, it works on all time frames. What I mentioned was, or sorry, again, what I mentioned on the bigger time frames like daily and weekly and even monthly was to showing you that this principle or this basic fundamentals of Forex, they are working actually on all time frames, even the biggest one. So now I'm on the 4-hour time frame and I'm showing you this example here. If I want to go to even smaller time frames such as 5 minutes, 5 minutes should be fine, right? Okay, let's apply the same principle. What I will do, here I have this downtrend. I will draw my trend line from this high to this high. Cool. Now take this one and see if the magic worked on every single reversal you can see. So I will put it now on this top here. On this top here. And let's see what will gonna happen. Check it out. What do you see happened here? We have here a reversal, a high, and then we have here another reversal happened. That's interesting. Let's move it to another pattern. Put it now here on this high, lower high. Check what happened later. The same pattern, the very same line which I have drawn earlier on different lows and lower lows is still working fine. This resistance trend line, after the breakout, it now became the support trend line. That's interesting, guys. Check it out. Even here and here, it is still working. And even if I put it on, let me do it randomly, I will apply it on this high. Not even high, this is the reversal. Okay, let me draw again. I will put it now on this high, on this reversal. Check out what happened, guys. There was a reversal here, and this is a resistance trend line, which later became also a support trend line, and we can see the reversal. Meaning, if you draw it this way, you can still make a scalping session on the 5-minute time frame. This is quite interesting. Okay, so now after proving that this is actually working even on the smallest time frames, it's time to focus on the content of part 2, the drawing, how we can draw this efficiency. Let me show you something interesting. We see here, guys, that we had here a support. Here we had this support. Remember, I'm on the 4-hour time frame. So when I see this support here, I'm expecting a reversal at the exact point, right? But what happened that the candles kept going more and more down. Let me see how many pips. The candles went almost 22 pips down against my direction. Most of the normal traders, they will think that they have lost the trade and they will close it with a loss because they're going way in loss. It's like a 20 pips. Now here is the magic. This is what I'm doing to decide my stop loss, and I will show it to you now. Now look what happened. Now the reversal went way more down, 20 pips. But the question, is there any way that I can know that it will reverse exactly here? Maybe there is another way. Maybe there is a trick I can use. Let me bring this support line to the lowest where it reversed. Looking here, no, I would expect it to come a little bit more down like this. I would expect it to come a little more down like this. So, is there any way that I can know that the reversal is going to occur exactly right here? Maybe a little bit up, so I will not miss the reversal? The answer is yes. And here is where the magic of trend line becomes important. Look what I will do. I want you guys to focus, and hopefully, yes, I want you to focus on this pattern, which I am inside it now. This pattern. Let me just change the color. Okay. I want you to focus on the last pattern we are on it. What we will do is we will simply look at the trend, and we can see the trend is like that. The trend is falling like this. Now, the trick here, guys, since I am looking to trade with the buy option, meaning I'm looking for a support. So now I had drawn my trend lines like this. So this is the support trend line, and this is a resistance trend line. This is the resistance trend line. Okay, guys, focus because this is important. Since I'm going to buy, meaning I want to buy on a support, so which one of these I'm going to clone for my setup? Of course, I will clone the support one because I'm going to buy. I will not clone this one and start looking for setups to buy because this is a resistance trend line. So what I will do, I will just move this one, guys. And what I will now, this is the other important part. The setup that I'm looking for is like this. I want to enter the first attempt of a support trend line. Meaning, what I will do is I will look for a resistance, or here actually a resistance trend line, and I will put my line right on it. It should be the nearest to the breakout. Meaning, in other words, I will place it right here. Now why here? Because, looking here carefully, guys, and since I'm looking for the first attempt of a support trend line, so meaning I'm looking for something like this. I'm looking for a resistance on a resistance trend line, and this resistance trend line has been broken out, and now I'm waiting to find the first attempt of support trend line. So what I will do is simply dragging this line and place it right on top of this wick here, or actually on this reversal. See the magic. Guys, what do you see? A complete perfect match, and then I can tell that even if the candles did not reverse right on this support, I know that they will reverse definitely on this line here, because this is the first attempt when this support trend line is becoming, or sorry, this is the first attempt of a support trend line after being a resistance trend line. Now the question, is this working every time? The answer is absolutely yes. It's working on every single time. Let's look for a first attempt of any support or resistance. By the way, let me tell you something interesting here now. Look at the candles, guys. It's going up, right? Okay. So meaning I'm looking for sell. If I want to find any option here, I will look for sell. Meaning what I will do is I will draw the trend line of a resistance trend line now instead of support. Meaning like this. So like this I will draw it. Because this is the pattern that I am inside it now, and what I want to do is I want to select the strongest levels of a resistance trend line. This very resistance trend line I just draw here, I will put it now on this reversal because, or actually could be here because this is the nearest to the breakout candle. So what you can do is just drag it like that here. Look what happened now. What happened is I put it on this support trend line because I'm waiting for a resistance trend line, right? Because the candle is now going up. If I'm looking for sell option, I can wait for the candles to go up here, and then here I can place sell. Of course, this can be work also for scalping. If you are not looking for long-term trading, you can do scalping here. So here at this point, you can place your sell. Trust me, I know it might be looking hard, but within time when you master it, Forex will be just like your toy and just a game that you enjoy playing every day. So let me go now through more examples so you can get used to this style. Now, there is one question in our members' mind. Is this replacing support and resistance with the hit and run strategy? The answer is not. This is a way to helping you to decide if the trade will lose or not. I think I should add this in the title of the video to know if the candle or the market is going against us and we should close with a loss or not. This is a way to help you to decide if the reversal will happen there or not. And if you want, you can apply it as well, but I suggest combine it with the hit and run. So let me now go randomly in the markets. I want to find a setup where I can, okay, here. Now, look at this. The market is going down, okay? So now I can find a setup for buy. So what I will do, let me just again. So looking at this pattern, right here, the last pattern I'm inside it, let me draw the trend lines. So what I will do is I will draw the trend line like this and like this, right? Okay, so I'm looking for buy. So what I will do, I'm looking for buy, guys. So what I need to do now is finding a resistance becoming the support. Of course, a resistance trend line becoming the support trend line. Meaning I will drag, not this one, I will drag this one. Because this is a resistance. So let me try now and place it right there. This is the nearest resistance to the breakout. So here, if you look carefully, guys, you might tell me, Salah, it didn't work, man. The candle is going now below this level. I tell you, no, you're wrong. Pay attention. What is this? What is this? This is a reversal. This candle touched this level here and went all the way up to this level. Meaning there was a reversal that gave me a sweet 26 pips. And I guarantee you a lot of traders will be very happy with this profit. And if you apply the hit and run strategy, look carefully. The candle reversed right here and went all the way up where, guys? To the nearest support. If you apply the hit and run strategy with this trading style, trust me, you will be the winner. Let me now go to another example so you will get used to it. Let me just go to another chart. And this is not really good one. Okay, here for example, now the candle is going up. So what I'm going to do now is I need to find an option for sell because I'm looking for the reversal. So again, the same thing. Look at the last pattern you are inside it. I just don't really know how to use this circle shape. Okay, wait, hold on. Yep, now it's done. Okay, so again, we are looking for sell, meaning I'm looking for resistance. Exactly right. Since we are looking for sell, meaning we are looking for a resistance. So meaning I need to find a support becoming the new resistance, right? So let me draw now the trend lines. The trend lines could be like this. Sorry, not like this exactly. Like this, better. And let me just clone this one. So this is now the resistance trend line, and this is the support trend line. So since I'm looking for sell, which one of these I'm going to use, guys? Of course, not this one. I will use the support trend line because I'm looking for an option where the support trend line become a resistance trend line. So moving this one, let me get rid of the one on top. Now use this one, and where is the nearest resistance to the breakout? This is the one. This is the nearest resistance. Look at this, guys. This is the breakout candle, right? This is the bearish breakout candle. Where is the nearest resistance? Where is it? Here. This is the one. So just move this one here like that. And look at this perfection, guys. This resistance trend line became later a support trend line here. Here we can see the reversal. I'm sure you can see it clearer, right? This is the resistance trend line. It now became later a support trend line. So this support trend line now will become the new resistance trend line. Trust me, this is really great method, guys. Let me now go to the last example to show you how we apply this strategy. Now, this one actually not really good. After finishing the examples, I will show you the mistakes that could occur when you use this style. AUD CAD was the first example we showed here. Let me now go. This one not really good. Nope. Nope. Notice something, guys. It can't just work on any chart. You need to find a good setup that actually could work. This is like a good one here. Let me show you now. Now again, focus, guys, on the same pattern you are inside it now. Oh, come on, don't do this to me now. Wait a minute. Need to catch it at the center. Hold on. Yep, now it's okay. So what I'm looking for now, guys, is an option for sell, right? So I'm going for sell. Meaning what I will look for now is a support trend line becoming the new resistance trend line. Meaning on this very frame that I have drawn, I will draw my support trend line like this. Now this one, I'm going to clone it, actually drag it and find the good setups. Let me show you something. Look at this. The reversal here, this is support. Actually, guys, maybe this is hurting the eyes of so many of you. Let me just delete it. Okay. Look at this. This is here a reversal. This is a support trend line. And later, what happened? This very line, the same line, it became also a resistance trend line. So this method is really strong in spotting the reversals. You can know where the reversal is going to occur. That is good. So meaning this setup has already been done and we cannot really trade here. What I can do now is actually drag it a little bit more. So for example, now this support trend line has already become a new resistance trend line. So what I can do now is move it to another, sorry, move it to another resistance trend line, but I cannot find a first attempt. Actually, I cannot find the first attempt. Maybe here. Yes, here. Hold on. Yes, perhaps like this. Yes, right. Now here we can see that this is actually a support. This support, if I chase it, it has become a resistance trend line, and it kept the position as a resistance trend line, and therefore I'm expecting it to hold the position, and again it will be another resistance trend line. So I can place sell here if the candle reach this level. So I believe, guys, if you just practice this method, you will be shocked by how effective it is. It is necessary and required to practice to know how to draw the lines very well. And remember, if you are a beginner, if you don't know exactly what you need to do, what lines or what the reversal is you need to mark together, just draw the shape. Draw a shape so you know that, okay, this is my workshop. Now ignore whatever here on the left. Whatever on the left, ignore it. Focus on the trend you are currently on. So this trend, you can just draw the trend line like this, easy. Don't confuse yourself. So now if you are looking for sell, this is your support trend line. Just use it to find the setups for sell. So let me now go to the mistakes that could done during this this trading method. If I'm lucky, actually I can find one. We need to pay attention, guys, that we need to trade only the first attempts. For example, let me tell you something. For example, if you draw a trend line that, let's say, look like this. For example, guys, okay? Now look at this. Please pay attention. Let's assume that the trend line was like this. So you are marking this as your support trend line, and you are expecting the first attempt to be as a resistance trend line. But you find that the candles are actually going more and more up, and the trade has failed. Now there was a mistake here you have done. You did not pay attention that this is actually a first attempt. You forgot to look at the left and finding this wick here. This is small wick. It can ruin your whole setup. You have to make sure that you are trading the first attempt. So this is actually, guys, a first attempt. This is a first attempt. Even as tiny as it is, remember that it was a reversal. Remember that the candle has actually touched this level and then reversed. Meaning, and remember, I am on the 4-hour time frame. Let me move, for example, now to the 15-minute time frame. Look at that, guys. Here it is. It's here. You see it's so tiny on the 4-hour time frame, but if you look carefully, no, it's not. Actually, this was a full reversal, and the first attempt has already occurred. By the way, this bringing the attention that does this really work on the smaller time frame? The answer is yes, guys. Now I'm on the 15-minute time frame, okay? Let me try to find a setup for a sell or buy. Hold on. Let me just look here and there, hopefully to find something good to show you. Let me check this one. I'm not quite sure because the pattern actually look kind of weird, and no, it's not really the perfect one I want. We can see this gap here because today is Monday and the market was closed. Let me try to find good one. Good example. I want a clear chart, good example, since the purpose of this video is educational. All right. It will not really work here, I think, but let's check. Okay, now remember I'm on the 15-minute time frame, and right now this is the pattern that I'm inside it, right? So what I will do is I'm looking for sell setup, right? Sell setup meaning I need to find a support trend line becoming the new resistance trend line. So what I will do is I will draw now my support trend line like this, from this low to this low. Now what you can do is looking at the breakout candle, which is this one, or actually this one, or even this one. So drag this one to touch the low support like this. Now there is a problem here. If I look carefully, I see the same mistake I told you about. Look at that. After this breakout candle, there is a small wick here, and this small wick here, it can ruin your whole setup. So actually there is a workaround here, but I feel like I should have explained it before. If you feel like drawing the trend line like this is not going to bring you good setups, what you can do, as we explained in the first video, change the drawing of the trend line. So instead of drawing it from this low to this higher low, you can actually draw it from here to there. This making it actually going a little bit more down. So this can help you to find now better setups. So if I put the trend line like this here at the reversal, meaning it's now on this support level here, and I can expect a reversal. This support trend line will become now the new, this support trend line will become later the new resistance trend line. Let me tell you something. This video was recorded on Monday, December 10. You can check yourself what happened later after I upload the video, if this actually worked or not. And if we look actually on the left, we can see here in horizontally, there is also a previous support that will become the new resistance, almost on the same level. Meaning it's a complete combination of trend lines plus support and resistance that actually might work. Trust me guys, give this a chance and you will be very happy with the results. So I want you guys now to give this a try, play with the charts. We still have the full week ahead of us. Please open your chart, test it yourself, play around, see how magical this thing is, and on the next video I will make it full of live trades using this method. So until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.